What's flipping, tripping, and cashing? Glad you asked. My name is Paul May, and I'm a full-time comedian, and when I'm not on the stage, I like to have fun finding great deals at yard sales and thrift stores and flipping on eBay, or road tripping on my latest comedy show, or having fun adventures along the way, or hunting cool and creative geocaches from all over the nation. Today, we're flipping. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, all you flipping fanatics out there? Paul May with another video. Hey, thanks for joining me today. We are at the tail end of February. So what I thought I'd do in this video is just take you back and show you what has sold in 2021 from January and February. So let's do it. So my very first thing sold in January was a Hello Kitty little speaker microphone, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. I think I got it for $1 at a yard sale in 2020. So it just now sold, but Kitty gone bye-bye. Or should I say bye-bye Kitty? I messed that one up. I'm sorry, I messed that one up. Hello Kitty, bye-bye Kitty. Next up was a vintage ashtray. Believe it or not, I learned this from Commonwealth Picker. He likes to pick up ashtrays, and this one actually I think my grandfather owned. And like I said, it's vintage, green. So I listed for $6.50 plus shipping, and it went to somebody who likes to collect ashtrays or has a smoking habit, whichever. Next up was some Boba Fett house slippers that sold. My kids outgrew them, and they even barely wore them. They barely wore socks. So these actually sold pretty quick, especially with the Mandalorian being out and Boba Fett being in it. So that was $10 plus shipping. Next up, I got these at a yard sale last summer. I actually got two of them for a quarter a piece. And these are vintage Old Hardy's refillable mugs that people would take, and they go get their coffee in the morning and shoot the bull with some other guys and fellas, and they would have this ceramic coffee refillable mug, and that sold for, I think, let me make sure. Yeah, that sold for $7 plus shipping. Almost said 10, but they gave me a best offer, and I went with 7 with it. So $7 plus shipping. So next up, this was a tray table that I had when I was a little kid. It's the old E.T. TV tray. I remember sitting down watching cartoons, and Mom would put either a bowl of cereal or something on my little TV tray, and I would just eat there with that little E.T. extraterrestrial TV tray. Ouch. But that sold for $12 plus shipping. Next up is an NES King of Kings Bible video game, okay? And it, believe it or not, it sold $9 plus shipping. Next up, we have a red Lego carrying case, and this actually came with a bulk buy that I did last summer with a lady who sold me a whole box of just different Legos in bags that had the instructions for all of them. And she sold everything for me for $20, and this was a case that was in there, and that sold for what was it? Yeah, $9 plus shipping. Moving right along, next up is a vintage. Let me read this just to make sure I have it right. A vintage New Orleans La Hasman Jewelers collections plate. And again, I was at a yard sale, and a lady just had a bunch of these she's just wanting to get rid of, and I bought several of these at a quarter a piece. I was like, we'll just see what happens. Well, one of them sold for $8 plus shipping. Next up, I got a CPR call blocker. Now, this is something I picked up at the Goodwill because right now, this is not yard sale season. It's the middle of winter, so I just been hitting the old Goodwills and finding a few things here and there. Well, I found that one, and I think I paid $2 for it, but it sold for $40 plus shipping. So the same lady that sold me the lot of Legos for $20 also sold me a box of wrestling figures, action figures, for $20 as well. Well, she had one still new in the box, so I did the old scan, and it came up for $64 just new in the package. I knew nothing about wrestling figures, so I had a buddy of mine that knew every character known imaginable. I took a picture of it, and then he just let me know who that person was, and I looked at the comp sales and everything. So these are two out of there that has sold, and that one is Roman Reigns and John Cena. They came together. I sold them both for $24 plus shipping. Next up, this was my grandmother's. It was a vintage, I think they call it a vintage Mexican solitaire? It's a blanket. That's what it is to me. It's a blanket. But someone really liked that. It's got really good colorful patterns, as you can see there. And they paid $42.50 plus shipping. This is another awesome find at a Goodwill. And it is a New AT&T wireless home phone. And guess what it sold for? I paid $3, $2, something like that. $75 plus shipping. Next up, this little doll it was a favorite of mine growing up as a kid. I really love. No, I'm sorry, that one my wife owned. This was a doll my wife had owned, and we put it up for sale, and we had like a old torn up box. Well, the people that bought this, they wanted the box as well. They just ended up collecting old vintage dolls, and so we sent that to them, and it's a 1978 Mattel Tender Love Baby Magic. And that little girl sold for $22. Next up, back to my childhood. This was something that my mom had downstairs that was mine as a child. It's the old, you guys probably remember the old little movie finders. You stick a little cartoon thing in there and just, ramp it around. Well, I had the little handheld one, but then I also had the movie theater one. And so I just put it all in one big bundle, and it sold for $75 plus shipping. Now, this here is a vintage needle-nosed rose picture, and with the frames and everything. A friend of mine just actually gave me those, and I listed them, and they sold for $18 plus shipping. You just never know what's going to sell. Here's something else my mom gave me. They're two vintage little Precious Moments dolls. They sold for $8 plus shipping. Aren't they cute? They're just so adorable. So this is another thrift store find. I picked it up new in the box for it had $2 on it, literally $2. Listed it, sold just like that. $24.99 plus shipping. I think plus shipping, is it? Shipping? No, I gave free shipping in that one. So $24.99. Still a good deal. Next up, like I said, you never know what you're going to find at Goodwill. This was also new in the package. It's a carbon monoxide, monoxide alarm model. And it sold for $20. And plus shipping. $20 right there, plus shipping. So nobody's going to die of carbon monoxide at that house. This I remember picking up last summer at a yard sale, and they had $5 on it. It's just a little vintage pencil sharpener. Got it for $5. So made my money back. I wound up selling for $10.50 plus shipping. That was one I kind of held on for a while, and probably, when you learn something, you probably won't spend as much on something like that with very little return, but I still made a profit on it eventually. Next is Lego Star Wars. This is actually one of my kids' Lego Star Wars that, they used to do. Both my boys are teenagers now, so they don't necessarily play with Legos too much anymore. But they had all the pieces together with this, so we just bagged it all up, had the instructions book in it, and a pre-owned Lego Star Wars sold for $55 plus shipping. Crazy. All that for... Oh. Next is a Pampered Chef rolling cookie cutter. This is another Goodwill find. Picked it up for $1, and it sold for $19.90. Was it free shipping? I paid the shipping. I paid. Sometimes I chip in, and hell, I'm going to buy your shipping for you. That's what I do. So I've been kind of researching plush toys. Like I said, there's a lot of people I watch on YouTube, anywhere from Cincinnati Picker to Part-Time Picker to Commonwealth Picker, Rally Roots. If you guys haven't, discovered them yet, I'm sure you will. They're some of my favorites. There's a lot of people out there that do it in videotape and all that stuff, but those are a few of my favorites that I like to watch, and they've kind of educated me over the videos about plush dolls and stuff and toys and stuff like that. So I've been kind of getting a few of those along the way, and they're really easy to ship. You can just put them in a poly bag, and it goes just like that. Well, here's a little Minecraft guy. Everybody that has kids probably knows about Minecraft these days. Well, a little plush, it sold for $12 plus shipping, and I think I got it for 50 cents at Goodwill. This is just another little Lego Star Wars thing. Nothing fancy about it. Just a little biker scout on a little Lego bike. $12 plus shipping. Again, Minecraft. This is another one of my kids' Minecraft. They had all the pieces together, and it sold for $17 plus shipping. Literally, it's just a box, and you just put things on a square, and you built it, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Lightning McQueen, another plush find out at Goodwill. Again, I think I paid maybe 50 cents, $1, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. Old Minecraft video game that I think I paid $1 for at a yard sale, and it recently sold for $7 plus shipping. Okay, so check this out. These are called Beyblades. I had no idea what a Beyblade was. My kids never even played with Beyblades. But I'm at a Goodwill, and in a comforter sack was a track and then these built Beyblades, and it listed for, you know, all that stuff for $3. So I said, well, $3, I'll buy it, look it up later. Look at these things. They're just like little spinning tops. But that lot of 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of them there, sold for $36 plus shipping. Found this at a Goodwill. It was new in the package and it sold just like that. $24.90. Was it? Yeah, plus shipping. I didn't pay for shipping that way. Like, hey, you're gonna pay for your own shipping this time. So it's a give and take relationship, people. It's give and take. Picked up some printer paper for $1 at Goodwill. Sold for $15.90 plus shipping. Look at this. This was a tricky, you know, sometimes it's a little nerve-wracking trying to ship things. This is a, what does that call it? A vintage chamber pot, okay? Ceramic and stuff like that. Nice bulk and stuff. Had a little bit of crack in it, so I let the buyer know. Obviously, if it didn't have that little crack in it, it probably would have sold for a lot more, but I wound up selling it for $10 plus shipping. And that was given to me, so I had no money invested in it at all. So this is a good buy. Again, back to Legos. Legos are good sellers. If you have the complete set and instructions, you can sell pre-owned Legos at a really good price. This was also my kids. Guess what? $50 plus shipping. So moms, dads, when your kids get done with your Legos, make sure once they're done with it, you be responsible. Take all the pieces that are together and keep them together along with the instruction booklet, and then hold on also to the boxes. The boxes, you could just put those in there and send as well. So a lot of good resale value in the Legos. So just don't let them go across all the floor and underneath beds and couches and stuff like that, never to be seen again, because you can get part of your investment back and maybe send them to college. So check this out. I got this at Goodwill. I got 2 of them. One was the Los Angeles, and this one was, what is it called? Pretoria. I guess that's a place. Pretoria. Someone tell me where Pretoria is. I have no idea. But no sooner I listed that thing, 1 minute after I had listed that thing, boom, it sold. $25 plus shipping. It's a collectible. It's you are here new in the box, okay? So when you guys are looking at coffee mugs and stuff like that, just think about this. They sell. Anything Starbucks has resale values. There's people that collect those, and evidently that was a popular one. I had no idea. And then the other one I have is a Los Angeles one, and the comps on it is around $12. So I have $12 listed on that. But that one, apparently people like their coffee in Pretoria. $25. All right, moving right along. Look at these little vintage little candle things, okay? My mom gave me 2 of those, and I also saw the exact same model at a yard sale for $25, so I picked up a 3rd one. And those 3 sold for $8. It's a set of 3 green hobnail votive cup candle holders and stuff. You know, just it holds a candle. It's green. It's vintage. Somebody liked it. They bought it for $8 plus shipping. This is a thrift store find as well. It's a little strawberry shortcake. It's a newer version. But it's in the box and it was new, and it sold for $22 plus shipping. I think it was new. Pretty sure it was new. Yeah, it was new out of the box. So $22 plus shipping. So this is a little keychain thing. It used to be my sister's. It's a PC Puppy virtual reality pet. It's a virtual pet. Okay. My mom would not let her have a real pet. She could only have a virtual kind that was digital and didn't poop and pee on the floor. And so she finally got the courage to give me this virtual pet to sell, and I sold it for $12 plus shipping. Okay, so check this one out. This guy, I had no idea who this guy was, but I was at a Goodwill, and they had a little bag of figures in there. I'm trying to look at the figures and kind of see what's what, and I recognized some, but didn't recognize a lot. But, you know, a lot of times those figures, you know, $2 or $3 in a little bag at Goodwill, you know,